Well, in today's video, we are going to talk about the next topic of project management fundamentals, environment in which project operates. This is going to be very important as long as it concerns with your project management, understanding, awareness that how project is get affected by different kind of factors. There are many things we are going to understand with special categorization that how they are important for us to know. Well, before getting into the detail of today's video, I would request you people to subscribe this channel so that in future, if I'm gonna make any video relevant to this playlist series or any other video which is important for you, you get that link on time. So today's topic is categorized by this slide, influences, right? And when I talk about as a planning engineer, you are going to make a project a schedule there. Influences are the factors which are going to impact or having a significant effect on our project. These are influences. I'm gonna explain them step by step in my upcoming slides. And further on, enterprise environmental factors, then there are internal OPA organizational process assets. Then we can further categorize this enterprise environmental factors into internal factors and external factors. And further, OPAs are comprised of processes, policies, and corporate knowledge based lesson learns, right? So let's talk about them step by step. When I say influences, you know that these are all the factors that are going to affect on a project planning phase, execution phase, or controlling phase, but they are not in the control of project team, right? There are many things, you can say uncertainties, and they actually drive our decisions if there is any unplanned activity gonna happen on the timeline of our project. So of course we have to take some decision to tackle or handle or face that uncertain situation, right? So they are going to drive our decisions, they are going to make some constraints, and they are like actually risk, and we have to amend our processes as per these influences. When we are going to categorize them, then enterprise environmental factors are there. Enterprise means a company which is operating or driving that project. So the environment is going on. There are two type of environments: external environment and internal environment. Right now, we are going to see their in external environment, meaning all those factors which are outside the boundary or territory or influence of that organization. So example, if I'm going to take here the example of a building construction project, any government law, right, which belongs to that country, that is actually external factor which is going to control that project. Local labor laws and working hours, like in UAE, what happens in summer months, they are not going to allow you to work beyond like 1 p.m. because sunlight is too much, right? So when you are operating in UAE, there is a labor law you have to follow. So you are going to cut down those many man hours or working hours by every summer month. Like there is May, June, July. These months are peak temperature months. Another example, like recently in USA, there was change in tariff. So they have put a very heavy tariff plans on other countries if you are going to import any items. So these were external factor examples, right, which are going to impact on your project. So market prices are also relevant to the government rules, oil and gas prices, weather conditions. I have just given you the example. If you are working in Russia, you are working so you have too much cold. You are working in Canada, there is too much in December, January, there is too much shorter period of time and temperature in minus. So you have to see that these are external factors which are going to impact on our project. So economic inflation, many poor countries where you can see cash flow is going to be stopped due to some economic inflation. So yes, external factor. So you must comply with them, you cannot change them. You have to take your project crossing all those external factors. So when I talk about internal factors under WEFS category, so factors inside from that project organization, from that inside environment of that team. So example, like company organizational structure, OBS, organizational project breakdown structure, either our the team which is operating our project, how much powerful, how much authorized, how much accountable that team is. In my upcoming slides, I'm going to talk about functional and metrics as well. So you will be more clear about all of these things. These are very important things, that how we are going to carry out that project, how our team is structured, our accountability, our influence, our authority. So existing company culture is very much important. Is there any bonus for overtime, something like that? Available software tools, are we using very modern ERP systems? Our tracking is very much impactful, something like that. Resource availability, like we are enough planned organization, that it's not like that if we are going to supposed to start our next activity in next 10 days, and we need cranes, and cranes are not available. Of course it is going to impact or delay that activity if the concerning resources are not available. So they actually influence fastly. The internal impact is much more heavier than the external ones. They are very rapid, they are very quick. So as a planning engineer, as a project manager, from that mindset we have to understand their impact. This should be in our mindset. And along with that, after enterprise environmental factors, we have to see organizational process assets. So organizational process assets actually going to cover all those processes which we are going to follow, like for approvals, for submissions, for drafting our reports, for construction methodologies. There are policies by every company, there are procedures how we have to follow them, and there is a knowledge that the organization owns and controls, and can update or improvise, right? So there are internal OPAs. If I talk about internal OPAs, there are two groups, like processes and policies. There are standard rules, procedures followed on every project. Like if I can give you an example, like change management. Up to a certain point, the scope of work is much more defined. But after that point, maybe the designer is going to recommend, our on-site people are going to observe something else, and they are going to recommend we need to add this thing as well. The excavation depth is changed now. So how to add this additional work once our scope of work is already done, approved? So we need change management. So change management needs a certain template. Client and consultant are going to give the approval, that how we are going to have those templates. And the risk management process, if there is any uncertainty, even though risk belongs to external factors, but the relevant thing which is about that template is coming from OPAs. So you, at the same time, you have to see and you have to interlink all of these things, how they are going to drive each other. Then there is procurement approval workflow, how our team is going to start or initiate that procurement. There are many parties, like designers are going to play a very important role, because if there is a status of drawing, so they are going to intimate us. Then there are intermediate people who are going to play a very important role, and then procurement people are going to initiate our ordering. So there are certain documents we are going to initiate our procurement, approval procedures, and complete process. And quality inspection checklist is also a kind of template. So we are actually under all of these processes and policies. There are actually templates, and hundred of templates. Every template is equally valued and important for different kind of situations, for different kind of stages. Some are required for quality assurance, quality control. Some are required like DPR, daily progress reports, like weekly progress reports. So all these things come under this OPAs, processes and policies. So they bring consistency and reduce mistakes and bring all team on the same page. So internal OPAs, then there is corporate knowledge. So when I say corporate knowledge, then there is like company has already done many projects already. So that already done projects, work done, they are like past projects. They are like now lesson learns for us. We can learn a lot of things out of those projects. So lesson learns, like how did our previous project, we have done very superb work, right? We took good decisions, we have implemented this one policy. That one policy will be our lesson learned, and we can implement, store it as a corporate knowledge. And for the next projects, we can utilize this one. Historical data, like yes, already done project is going to serve us as a historical data are lesson learned, their scheduling techniques, their duration allocation, their duration phylums, the resource allocation, their different kind of things are going to play a very important role for our next projects. So when you are working as a planning engineer, what happens actually, before scheduling, you need a lot of data. And if you are available, like you have this facility of OPA, organizational process assets, within a special context of corporate knowledge as a lesson learned, like previous project data, their cash flows, there's labor man hour requirement, non-labor or machinery requirement plans, material requirement plans, their templates. How did those templates help you to execute that project successfully? What was that special step which help you in that project to expedite your progress, right? So all these things are going to play a very important role, and they are like these things are your lesson learns. So in our current project which we are supposed to start scheduling in couple of weeks, right? So these lesson learns are going to help us out a lot. So in case so here I want to mention, like if you want to become a planning engineer, Primavera P6 oriented professional guy, you want to crack your job career in planning and control, then you must start learning project management, implementation cycles. You must understand construction management processes. You must understand all of these documentations and templates, different kind of Excel reports, and Primavera P6. And right now I would invite you to visit my video details. There I have tagged many links free of cost for you people to just go through and start learning a complete comprehensive case study which is going to give you a lot of insights how a planning engineer is going to start scheduling, right? And also I want you people to write in the chat, and also I want you people to write in the comment section area about your existing job role. So my team is going to give you my upcoming live free masterclass opportunity to attend and talk to me and talk about your job career difficulties. And there are many amazing things I'm going to share with you people in my upcoming live free masterclasses. So getting back to the topic, after this corporate knowledge, as I was explaining, every past project oriented lesson learns, historical data will be the part of corporate knowledge. Risk registers for previous projects helps you actually plan better and keep you thoughtful, insightful, right, and keep you away from those mistakes, right? So you can see now a very important thing aspect. So nature wise, if you can see about this category of internal environment factor, enterprise environmental factors are actually going to define project conditions, whereas organizational process assets are going to maintain your project assets as a templates, policies, procedures, your documentations. They are actually your project assets. So then the another factor is how they are going to control your projects. So not controlled by team, this is not in our project team control, and these are in totally in our control, right? So the next thing is examples, right? Yes, laws, weathers, and culture come under this enterprise environmental factors, whereas template, lesson learns are the examples. Changeable? Mostly no. You can't ask your Senate or Parliament to change the law, right? A simple, tiny project can't dictate them. And OPS, yes, changeable. You can change your templates, and that's about their differences and impact on our project. And I hope this can help you a lot. Now we are going to move on to the next things, like project management. We have started our this series by defining our project, and I hope with this slide you are much more familiar. If you have not gone through yet, and this is your first video, so I would urge you people to start from very basic level. I have a mission to create all these playlist series step by step. Every next video is going to in the I mean, like before watching this video, you must have all previous video clear, concept oriented. Everything should be done so that it is going to help you a lot. So project management, first of all, it's an if I can define, project is actually a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, right? That is a project like you're building first time, you are building first time road, pipeline, MEP. So that would be considered your project. Even I have explained in more detailed way in my second video of this series. And then key features, projects like building road, pipeline, combined cycle power plants, they will be given a start date, finish date, and it will be considered as a temporary assignment or task. So by the end of this task, you are going to deliver a unique thing like a building which was never existed before, a road which was actually never existed before. So that will be considered as a unique. So we are going to define scope, time, cost. These are the challenges. And a project manager who's authorized to manage all their decisions, documentation, strategy, and execution and delivering that project. So that is actually project management. And see, there are different kind of I have already given you the examples. So that is project management. Now there is program management. Program management is actually the group of related projects. If your company, the project management and difference between program management. So you can see earlier you were doing a single project. Let me help you people to understand. This was your single project of building construction. Okay. So this is your single project. Okay. Now, if your company is going to take other projects, like this is another project, building construction A and B. Now there are more than one projects, right? So this level is project level and this level is program level, because under this one, there is a group of related projects, maybe two, maybe three, maybe more than that, right? So managed in a coordinated way. Maybe you are going to shift some resources from this project to this way. You are going to shift some projects, some templates, you are copying their data from this to this. So that is meaning by coordinated way to obtain benefits not available if managed individually, because that is only possible. See, this is program management. Okay. And this is your project A, and the same city you have the project B. It is more convenient to interchange their resources, cranes, and then you are actually saving the cost. There is another project C, right? So you can use their lesson learns, you can use their templates, you can use their supervisors and resources as well. That is not possible if you are doing the same project, single project. So it is less beneficial. But at the same time, if you are going to make a coordinated way of management, then yes, there are more benefits. So key features, multiple related projects, benefits, interdependencies. I have already mentioned you can interchange your resources, right? And managed by a program manager, then you can optimize your resources. Examples, there are multiple: airport development program, okay, runway construction, there is terminal building, there is ATC tower. If you are going to consider airport as a program, I have given you otherwise another example like multiple projects in within the same city. So utility access road. So this is a program level, right? And managed by a program manager. So then the next level is portfolio management. Now portfolio is this one under which you are actually managing different kind of, see, this is your single project is project level. Then this, the two projects you are managing, that will be a program level. Now you are actually managing programs. Like under this project, there is one more project, and there are operations as well. Project A, project B, and this is program. Okay. Under which you have this program number C, under which you have D project, E project, and this is operation. So you are actually managing all of them in a coordinated way, and that would be called as portfolio management, right? So the definition is actually as per PMP, the portfolio is a collection of projects, programs, and operations grouped together to achieve strategic business objectives. The big companies like Coca-Cola, like Mercedes, they have different kind of products. You can Aramco, there are refineries operations going on, pipeline project is going on, building construction project, road construction. In a single oil and gas development, there are portfolio managements are going on, right? So key features, projects and programs may not be related to each other, but a strategy, investment, and ROI. Like if I can give you an example of development of oil and gas project under Aramco or ADNOC or any other countries, right? So road project is entirely different in this oil and gas, but we need this road to, this is in desert area, so we need this road to be constructed to reach there, the certain area of that desert where we are supposed to drill, right? We need here buildings, we need here hotels to survive, infrastructure, so that people can go and live, and they should have basic life facilities, right? We need telecommunication to talk with our city oriented teams which are sitting in the Abu Dhabi or in Dammam and something like that. And these are totally, telecommunication is different project, road is different project, building is different project. Then there is already, now with the passage of time, this refinery is going on, there is a pipeline taking this oil and gas to from this drilling exploration area to the refinery. So there are multiple projects, operations, programs are going on, but their strategy is same, the overall outcome is same, to produce oil and gas, right? So at the last day, what matters actually at the end, return of investment, how much you are going to produce the money. So these are being managed by higher level managers, to which we call CEOs or portfolio managers. And what to start, stop, or continue, they are more strategic and influential people, are decision makers. So example, construction company portfolio, program A, airports projects. I have given you the examples right now, and I think that was the best one. Just write in the chat box area, is it adding value in your learnings, or you are just skipping the things and you need more? Because as a content creator, as a project planning expert, I need to know about my value of content from my audience, right? Thank you very much. And next is the differences like aspect, project, program, and portfolio. When we talk about the perspective of focus, it means this is like deliverables. I'm actually simply talking about a pipeline construction project, and within that pipeline, I'm saying design, procurement, construction of that certain length of pipeline. But when there is a program, we are going to talk about their coordinated way of management and the benefits we are getting out of that two projects or three projects, their dependency on each other. Then portfolio is going to talk about the strategy. So here we are managing deliverables, we are managing benefits, we are managing our strategy. Nature, this is single project, multiple, and more than multiple, but they are not even related. Success measured by their scope, time, cost, benefits, and ROI and alignment. Managed by project managers, program managers, portfolio managers. And relationship is standalone. This is a single project, interdependent project, and strategy grouping. Like Ramco is managing their projects, even they are not related, but strategy is there, right? So these are major differences between projects, programs, and portfolio. Now, it is very important to understand our project team structures, how project management is going to guide us to formulate our structure our teams. So this is very important thing. There is a functional organization. When I say functional organization, actually divided by functions, like engineers or designers are going to maintain their designing department, procurement team specialists are going to lead their procurement department, and construction people are going to lead their construction department and all that, like, because they are expert people, they are functioning more eligibility with their core skills, right? So these are the functional people, and when we are going to take them into our organization and we are going to structure our teams, so they would be called at functional organization. So project manager has a little or no authority. If we are going to talk about functional organization, functional managers control resources, team members report to functional heads, right? And slow decision making for projects, because project manager have very least or minimal authority. So example, civil engineers reports to engineering manager, not project managers. On the other hand, there are projectized organizations. This is project management oriented organizations, where organization is structured entirely around projects. We need to give more value to project management people. So project manager has full authority and the team reports directly to project manager. Fast decision making and resource decided to one project. And you can see all those construction managers. You can say RE, your design managers, your procurement managers, all are accountable to the managers. They are going to report to the project. So that is why this kind of structure is called projectized structure of any organizations. Please write in the chat box area your company, your organization is following which kind of structure. Is it are they following like functional or projectized? And now there's a combination hybrid model. Some of you can say that functional structure, some of it will be a projectized, so we can make a matrix organization. So a blend of functional and projectized structures. There are three types. There is first of all, you can say weak matrix. When I say weak matrix, it means a PM have very low authority, right? And dominancy is coming from functional manager, right? And project manager act like a coordinator, okay? Like they are just acting like a bridge, communication channel. So that is weak matrix. And when we talk about balanced matrix, there is equal authority, 50-50%. PM authority, functional manager authority, 50-50%, and resources are shared. And example, project manager manages schedule cost, functional manager manages technical work. It's a good one. Then there is a strong matrix. Project manager authority is high, more than functional manager. And this is close to projectized, less authority to functional managers, right? So these are different structures. And from this perspective, it is very important to analyze at this time. Now, functional, the project manager authority, resource control, very low. And when we say weak matrix, low. When we talk about balanced matrix, 50%, strong matrix, high, and projectized, very high. And functional manager is going to control their resources when project manager has relatively very low authority. So you can see this table to understand their respective authority level, their decision level, their control on the project. So I hope you have gone through all those basic level things before jumping into our project management. These terminologies are very important to understand at the same time because they are going to shape up your mindset to start your journey as a project planning control engineer. And write there in the chat box area about your engineering discipline. And don't forget to visit my video details because I have already placed there some free Primavera P6 oriented tutorials. They are going to take you another level. And moreover, I want you people to subscribe this channel and share this link with your fellows if you feel that this is valuable content to understand and add value in the profile. Thank you very much and see you in next video in which I'm going to share many amazing lessons. Thank you very much.